All right, so we are finding where the function is increasing, decreasing, or constant. Now this question specifically wants increasing, but we're going to go ahead and do all three of them. So we're going to do increasing, decreasing, and constant. All right. And for my example, I got this cute little pink car. So we're going to start this car at the very beginning of the graph, and it's always going to be going towards the right. And what you want to look at with this car is it going uphill, which would be increasing, downhill, which would be decreasing, or neither, which is constant. So this car is going straight flat as it goes across here. It is not going uphill, it's not going downhill. So that is a constant state. So as we look at it, we want to know the x values. So it is starting at -6, and it is going until -3. All right, so that's our first interval for constant. We're going to use parentheses because with these on the actual point where it stops and starts, it might be switching to something else, so it may not be included. It might be starting off initially or ending at the end. We don't know what it's doing at an individual spot, so we always use parentheses. All we know is what's happening during the trip. Okay, so the next spot we're going to move our car to is it's going to come here. And now to have it lined up on the line, our little car is going down. So now we're decreasing because we're going downhill. So decreasing is started at -3. And it's going to go downhill all the way until -1. Again, we're looking x values only. It's very similar to domain, but again, we're only using parentheses. Okay. So now I'm going to take my car and move it again to the next piece. Now it's there. So on this piece between -1 and 1, it's not going uphill or downhill. So it's constant again. So that's constant from -1 to +1. So we have a second interval where it's constant. Then to take my car, it's going to move to be like that so that it's driving on that little line. And it is now going uphill. All right, remember we've got increasing is uphill, decreasing is downhill, constant is neither of those. So it is going uphill from 1 to 2. And then for our next little piece, we're going to move it over. And it is now going to finish its little trip going neither uphill nor downhill. So we are back to another round of constant. So it is constant from 2 all the way to 6. So increasing, it only increased once from 1 to 2. Decreasing, it only decreased once from -3 to -1. And this particular graph had 3 flat times where it was from -6 to -3, again from -1 to 1, and again from 2 to 6. Okay. So to me, the car really helps to tell if it's increasing, decreasing, and constant by comparing it to uphill versus downhill.